Coming up on WFT's First at 5, we're keeping an eye on the Atlantic as Tropical Storm Jerry continues to develop, when it's expected to become a hurricane and whether that will affect us in north central Florida.
Plus, the fight over funding for Gainesville's community reinvestment area. The disagreements between city and county officials putting this vital development program at risk.
And one New York Times best-selling author makes his way to Gainesville. We'll bring you the details and tell you where you can find him live later this week. First at 5 starts right now.
First at 5. From the University of Florida's College of Journalism and Communications, you're watching WUFT News.
The Alachua County Commission is tabling the discussion of extending funding for the Gainesville Community Reinvestment Area. This is Eva Garcia. This is First at 5. I'm Eva Garcia.
And I'm Ciara Carle. The reinvestment area is supposed to sunset in 2029, but city leaders are looking for 20 more years. WFT's Emily Drelick is live in the newsroom. Emily, county commissioners called today's special meeting to get some clarity on the city's vision for the GCRA.
That's right. County leaders say there's been a lack of communication between the two commissions about this extension request, but today's meeting opened up the discussion.
1 decade, 1 mission.
The mechanics of the GCRA, it was predicated on a promise of 10 and done.
That was the plan put in place 6 years ago, but currently,
the city's request is to extend that
another 20 years. The Gainesville Community Reinvestment Area is a 10-year, $70 million partnership between the city of Gainesville and Alachua County. It focuses on 5 major projects. The promise, those projects would be done within the decade.
It was a city promise to do 10 years, $70 million, and a few very clear, very specified projects.
But those projects aren't on track.
As far as we can tell, that project is not moving forward.
County commissioners expressed frustration with the extension request and say they don't know where these projects stand.
What's left? What's left to do of the projects we've committed to, of the projects we've started?
The city says the GCRA is vital to Gainesville's growth. Projects like the Downtown Ambassadors, Citizens Field, and business improvement grants are all funded through the reinvestment area.
Those business improvement grant dollars have really helped to revive that area.
While commissioners made no commitment to the future of the GCRA, county and city leaders agree they'll continue to work together to improve life in Gainesville.
I just got off the phone with City Commissioner Brian Eastman. He tells me the downtown we have today wouldn't be possible without this partnership. And I asked him, if the county doesn't agree to this extension, what's going to happen to all those programs currently funded by the GCRA? He tells me the city might have to consider raising taxes or cutting those programs entirely. Live in the newsroom, Emily Drelick, WUFT News.
On Monday, we brought you the story of a tragic plane crash that left 3 dead in Levy County. Here are some images of the crash's aftermath. And at this time, the Levy County Sheriff's Office is not able to share details, including the names of those 3 individuals. We're still waiting to hear back from the National Transportation Safety Board, and we'll continue to update you as more information becomes available.
2 Gainesville area men are now behind bars after being arrested on poaching charges from Florida Fish and Wildlife. That was first reported by Main Street Daily News. FWC arrested David Brotherton Cunningham and Nicholas Dean Kirkland on Saturday. That after the FWC officers saw them driving along County Road 325 and shining a bright light from the passenger window. They were then pulled over for towing a trailer without rear lights. During the stop, officers found guns, ammunition, and a substance that tested positive for methamphetamine. Tropical Storm Jerry is now the 10th named tropical storm of this Atlantic hurricane season, and experts say it will become the 5th hurricane in the coming days. UF forecaster Reben is live in the weather studio to tell us more about how this developing storm and how it's going to impact us here in north central Florida.
Right, thank you, Eva. So as we can see right now with Tropical Storm Jerry, it is currently right here, and it's expected to move westward, and it's going to start to move northward come Friday. So on its current trajectory, it has nothing to do with north central Florida. I will go more in detail about what we can look out for Jerry later on in the show. Now, taking a look at the current temperature right now, you can see on campus it's about 87, the humidity is about 63, and the dew point is 73. Now that dew point is pretty high. Now these two together, it's a lot of more moisture in the air, but thanks to this wind, it's making it not too uncomfortable and unbearable. We can see on our radar right now, it is scattered showers around north central Florida, all the way from Duval down to Marion and from coast to coast. Depending on where you are in north central Florida, you may be seeing showers in your area. Quickly touching on this, I will go more on detail of what this is. This is a front, a cold front that will be bringing change come Thursday. Speaking of, front is expected to approach us on Thursday. The rain chances because of that front is expected to pick up Thursday and Friday, and it will be coming much cooler because of that front, and we'll continue to track Tropical Storm Jerry.
The National Forest Service wants to warn Marion County neighbors of U.S. Navy bomb training exercises in the Ocala National Forest throughout the week. The training, called inert bombing, involves replicate bombs that contain no explosive material but simulate a live situation. The training is currently underway at the Pine Castle Range Complex. The training started today and are scheduled to continue on to Thursday. The Marion County Sheriff's Office is requesting funds from county commissioners to remodel its operations headquarters. The total budget, nearly $4 million. The plan includes upgrades of all aspects of MCSO's offices, including fencing and fire safety improvements, increased security, and general upkeep. Commissioners discussed the proposal this morning. Construction will begin this month and is estimated to continue throughout the year. MCSO expects the project to be completed by July 2026.
Also this morning, commissioners discussed dedicating a county roadway in honor of Charlie Kirk. The conservative activist was shot and killed at an event at Utah Valley last month. Since then, leaders in several counties are working to honor the influencer. Today, Marion County Commissioner Carle proposed to dedicate a portion of a county road to him. The road has not been announced yet. Section 6 of the board's policy allows a commissioner to propose dedications within the county.
Earlier this year, we brought you a story of the North Central Florida No Kings protest against executive overreach by the Trump administration. Now, No Kings 2.0 is being planned across the country. North Central Florida's protest is set for October 18th at the Cora Roberson Park in Gainesville. Demonstrations will take place from 10 a.m. to noon, with speakers and musicians set to appear. The event is organized by various North Central Florida organizations, including Gainesville Women for Democracy and North Central Florida Indivisible. If you are a Gainesville resident, the city says you can do your part to prevent gun violence. The city, Alachua County, and Santa Fe College leaders are inviting neighbors to town hall meetings. They can share their opinions and help with the gun violence prevention plan. If you want to share your thoughts, you can hop on today's virtual meetings that starts in less than an hour at 6 p.m. You can find the Zoom link at alachuacounty.us.
Well, if you saw more emergency vehicles than usual on your commute, that's because Gainesville Regional Airport successfully conducted a full-scale emergency drill earlier today. The Gainesville Police Department posted these pictures on their Facebook page. The FAA requires the drill every 3 years, and the exercise included 14 different agencies. And starting tomorrow, downtown Gainesville's parking system changes yet again. More than 100 parking meters are being removed in areas throughout the city. The city decided to remove meters that weren't used often and replace them with passport parking. It believes the online app-based payment system will make it easier for the city's upkeep. However, businesses like Here Again Records are unsure if this decision is the right one for locals.
Every time something comes up about the parking, it just seems like the city is like sticking the knife in even further, rather than, listening to the community. And the community has been very vocal about it.
Just to be clear, this doesn't mean parking restrictions will be lifted throughout downtown. The city plans on removing more than 100 parking meters in less used areas. 84 meters will remain, along with 6 pay stations. And when First at 5 returns, how one local farm is changing the way we farm and promoting sustainability, all the while providing fun for the whole family.
Plus, the best-selling author coming to Gainesville, and you probably know their name, who it is, and how you could see them. Coming up, be sure to stick around.
You're watching WUFT-TV News.
A local farmer is working to change the face of agriculture after a major hurricane destroyed her livelihood.
And now Eco Farm's goal is to teach others the same ways. WFT's Alexa Conroy is live in the studio, and she went to the farm to see how she does it.
The Eco Farm in Alachua County wants farmers to lean less on technology and more on the lands in their bare hands in order to grow their crops. This idea came from Lisa Romero after losing that ability during Hurricane Katrina 20 years ago. In the aftermath of Katrina, Romero's farm was left without power and water. She then spent time revitalizing her farm that focuses on vegetable and herb growth and revamping her livestock. Now she wants to provide those same teachings of sustainable farming to others, and she's inviting neighbors in the North Central Florida to come and learn.
For the festival, I just hope it grows, and I hope more people outside of our small little community here actually realize that we're doing some pretty far out things here that no one else is doing in this area. Asking people to come in, we have schools come in for field trips. I would like that to expand into more, it's just local schools, but in the homeschooling department.
In addition to the growing, Romero also uses natural, sustainable items to build barns, cabins, and houses. She believes this way of living can provide longevity for those who take part. As far as the festival, if you're interested in participating, the Eco Farm Festival is taking place this Saturday, October 11th in Alachua. It runs from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Live in the studio, Alexa Conroy, WUFT News.
Right now, there is a coastal flood advisory through Wednesday evening. Now, I will have more for you what that means for those along the Atlantic coast and why that is happening next.
You're watching WUFT-TV News.
Local bookworms, we have some great news for you. Best-selling author James Patterson is coming to the University of Florida as part of the national book tour for his new release, Disrupt Everything and Win. Take control of your future. Patterson will be at Norman Hall Thursday from 7 to 8 p.m. Disrupt Everything is described as a bold playbook for the thriving in the age of AI. The first 300 people to arrive will receive a free signed copy of this new release. You can find the sign-up form by visiting our website, WUFT.org. Reminders for the event date, time, and location are featured at the top of the form.
The Levy County Board of Commissioners kicked off a series of workshops this morning focused on the future of the county. Plan 2050 is Levy County's comprehensive proposal for infrastructure, land use, and strategy over the next 25 years. Their project kickoff presentation took place at 1 p.m. On your screen right now is the workshop schedule for Plan 2025. Leaders in Levy County encourage residents to mark their calendars and attend these meetings to help plan the county's future. Let's take a look at our DOT traffic cam over I-75 in Alachua. The skies are looking pretty cloudy, but it doesn't seem to be raining, at least at the moment.
Well, guys, I am not sure why I decided to wear a long sleeve shirt today because it has just been so hot out for fall.
It is ridiculous, Ciara. Reben, can you please tell me that it's going to be a little cooler this weekend?
Well, Eva, and not only good news for Eva and good news for our North Central Florida audience, as it will be cooler and a cooler weekend. But as we look right now, it is about 87 outside. The humidity is about 63, and dew point is about 73 down. That is a lot of moisture in the air. Luckily, it's about 10 mile per hour wind, so it is making it less uncomfortable and less unbearable on this campus. Let's see what's going on with our radar. We can see all the way from Duval down to Marion County and from coast to coast. Depending on where you are right now in North Central Florida, you may be seeing some showers in your area. Now, let's take a look at the temperatures right now. You can see it's about 87 outside for Gainesville. You can see about 87 for Brunson. So mostly the story is most of the cities in North Central Florida are in the mid to high 80s. Now, this is a story. This is the wind gust. Look at Gainesville, 19 for Gainesville. Now, I do want to explain, wind gust isn't constant winds pushing at you 19 miles per hour, but it can get up to 19 miles per hour. But the real story is along this Atlantic coast. Those along the Atlantic coast, you can see they were up to 27 and 24 wind gusts. Now, there is a reason why they are under coastal flood advisory, and it's not because there's a lot of rain and showers in the area. It's because of the wind gusts. Well, truly, there is a low pressure along the Atlantic coast that is pushing water onto the shore, which is causing this coastal flood advisory through Wednesday. Let's see what is going on in the Atlantic Basin. So a big story right now is Jerry, but I want to give context to our audience about what it's looking like right now. This is the Atlantic coast for North Central Florida. This right here is where Jerry is. Now, for perspective, that is 2,600 miles away. And you may say, oh, but it might be on its way here based off the trajectory of where it's headed. Let's see where that is going. Seeing from Tuesday to Friday, it is going westward, and then it's going to start to go northward. So as it stands right now, Jerry is no threat to North Central Florida. We will continue to keep an eye on it, but this is going to be a big reason why it's no threat to North Central Florida. This is a cold front that will be moving down here at Wednesday evening and more essentially Thursday morning. Now, it will be staying between Thursday and Friday as it will be bringing some showers in, but as we get into the weekend, the showers are expected to disperse and it should be a sunny weekend for us. Low temperature 69, expect the 50s potentially on Sunday. High temperatures are at 89, so it looks like it's going to be pretty normal to temperatures. Speaking of this weekend, 81 and 82 for Sunday. So although it is going to be sunny, we're looking at cooler temperatures and sunny days ahead. Now, that is a good day. I would advise for those who want to do outside activities, like go bike riding or go to Lake Wahlberg or go to your nearest beach. I would say for those along the coast, it is a nice day to go out to the beach on Saturday and Sunday. As you can see, the chances of showers are virtually none. So this is a good weekend to go surfing or just go out and enjoy yourself outside. Now, you can see Thursday and Friday is the days if we're going to get showers because of that cold front. There is a chance of showers Thursday and Friday, but the temperatures are going to be cooler than you are used to in North Central Florida.
Students and parents at High Springs Community School today took part in National Walk and Roll to School Day, and they won't be the only ones. There are Walk and Roll Day celebrations all throughout the week in various different schools at Alachua County, including Stephen Foster, Rawlings, and Norton Elementary Schools. The event encourages the community to celebrate health, safety, and the environmental benefits of walking or bike riding to school.
Amazon Prime's Big Day deals are underway, and one local sheriff's office says these events can be a prime target for scammers. The Marion County Sheriff's Office says shoppers trying to find a deal online need to be vigilant. With October being National Crime Prevention Month, sheriffs advise to shop only from trusted websites. They also want consumers to avoid links in suspicious emails or texts and track all packages and to report any suspicious activity in your neighborhood. Gainesville's 2025 Walk to End Alzheimer's is set for this Saturday, October 11th. The walk is a nationwide effort to raise money for Alzheimer's care, support, and research efforts. You can register for the walk online on the Gainesville page of the Walk to End Alzheimer's website. You can also register day of at 9 a.m. with the ceremony at 10. The walk will begin 30 minutes later. It will take place at Trinity United Methodist Church. At last check, over $90,000 have been raised, with 610 participants already signed up.
Coming up after the break, a Gators player reveals who he believes is the nation's best 1-2 punch. And how Gator basketball's 2 freshman additions are acclimating to Gainesville.
You're watching WUFT-TV News.
Welcome to sports. I'm Isaac Edelman. The vibes in Gainesville are much different since freshman wide receiver Dallas Wilson made his memorable debut against number 9 Texas on Saturday. Dallas owned Texas, catching 6 passes for 111 yards and 2 scores. And fellow freshman receiver Vernell Brown says this duo can't be stopped.
We used to play 7-on-7 when we were maybe 14. So we've been playing on the same team for a long time, but the first time we were in pads and got to play together, and I mean, it's exciting, man. I like to say we're the 2 best freshman receivers in the country.
Wilson was named SEC Freshman of the Week after just 1 game. He became the first true freshman receiver in program history to have a 100-yard game in his debut and the first to catch a touchdown. Billy Napier and DJ Lagway also received honors, being named the SEC Coach and Offensive Player of the Week, respectively. The reigning men's national basketball champions will look very different this season, and it's not just because of their transfer portal additions. Brooke Park is live outside of the Stephen C. O'Connell Center right now after hearing from the Gators' 2 freshman guards. Brooke, what can we expect from them this season?
Well, Isaac, freshmen CJ Ingram and Alex Lloyd just spoke to the media for the first time. They've mentioned they've known each other for a few years as they used to play against each other, but now they're teammates and roommates, both excited to bring energy to this team's winning standard. Ingram is a Gainesville native, and he said he's been focusing on the little things, which has been benefiting his overall performance during practice. And Lloyd said he's been learning a lot from Boogie Flan and other members of the Florida backcourt, which is one of the best in the nation. We'll see how they integrate against this national champion team on November 3rd. Reporting live outside of the Stephen C. O'Connell Center, Brooke Park, WUFT Sports.
Moving to the green, the men's golf team is competing in the final round of the Marquette Invitational in Wisconsin. The Gators started the day in 5th place but jumped up to 4th place right now through 16 holes. Jack Turner leads all Gators golfers, shooting 2 under par. Meanwhile, the women were also on the course today for the final round of the Oklahoma Intercollegiate Tournament in Kansas. The Gators took home first place for the first time this season, led by Virginia transfer Megan Propek. Propek finished first individually and was the only player to finish the event under par. Florida as a team finished 13 over, 7 shots better than Eastern Michigan and Kansas State. This is the final week of the high school volleyball regular season, with some exciting matchups happening tonight to close things out. At 6 o'clock, Hawthorne takes on Fort White, Eastside will play PK Young, and Newberry will play Bell. Then at 6:30, St. Francis Catholic will play Taylor County, and Oak Hall will play Lafayette. And at 7 o'clock, The Rock, ranked at number 4, will play number 3 Santa Fe, a rivalry matchup of two teams who had impressive performances this year. Before we go, it was announced today that former Gator standouts Brandon James and Todd Johnson will be inducted into the Florida-Georgia Hall of Fame on October 31st. The duo will join Georgia players Freddie Gilbert and Sony Michel, who are also being inducted. That's it for sports. We will have a final look at the weather after the break.
One last look at our 7-day outlook. Look at Wednesday going on for 89 for Wednesday, but look at Thursday. That cold front will start to approach, and you can see going into the weekend, it is going to get cooler. Look out for Sunday. The lows could be as low as the 50s. That is something to look out for, but it looks like a clear story is from Saturday on. It should be sunny skies for us in North Central Florida.
Thank you very much, Reben, and thank you all for joining us. We hope you're back here tomorrow for another edition of First at 5.
Have a great night. Hope you get to enjoy that nice warm weather this weekend.